Hello everyone, this is just going to be a really quick video discussing project number three's pre-writing worksheet with you. The first thing that you're going to let me know is your thesis statement about whichever topic you chose to explore for project number three. Remember, you can focus on, as I've put in bold, three positive or negative effects of the topic. To figure out a way that you could see maybe a sample for project number three, you might take the time to look at a sample paper for the thesis statement. So if you are on Blackboard, typically if you just click lessons and projects, we know this now, and go to whichever project folder you're looking for, there should be some sample papers. So I just wanted to make sure that you saw that and were reminded. This is a student who wrote with a thesis statement about the positive effects of music, just to show you an example. Excuse me. So he said music has many positive effects on the human brain, which makes it a considerable alternative to pharmaceutical drugs. So he's mentioning then its effect on pleasure as being positive, its influence on the brain's performance and productivity as being positive, and its ability to enhance human moods as being positive. So you would want a thesis like that that really highlights three positive and or negative effects that can be proven in research for your thesis. The next thing you want to do is include 3 to 5 sentences that could be moved into the introductory paragraph of what we'd call pertinent background information for number two. This means background information that really makes it clear why we should care about this topic, who's being affected by it, where it's currently taking place, and you might even mention where and how it began. This again shouldn't really exceed 3 at the most 5 sentences because this is going to go before your thesis in the paper. Now, when you get to this next section, it's really important you keep in mind that all I'm evaluating is the textual support you're using to prove the thesis statement. So essentially, when you go back to your thesis, you might have stated 3 positive claims like that student paper did, right? So he had his first positive claim as being that it has a good effect on pleasure and one's ability to experience it. So he would have this first point here being about pleasure, and then he would have 3 points from research that prove what it is he has said in the thesis. So what quotes, statistics, etc., actually prove that there is that positive effect. Make sure that you cite correctly. I've put it in bold, so do not leave out in text citations. Make sure you also do not drop quotes in. So introduce quotes, right? So you might even say something such as, and of course I'm making this up, but we could say a study on the brain proves blank, right? Say that was paraphrased, then you would actually just put the author's name. This could be paraphrased or a direct quote. We're just using it as an example. But you want to make sure you do not drop any quotes in, that you sandwich them. Then when you move through, you're just going to kind of repeat the same method for each question. So for number 4, you're looking at your second point in the thesis. So again, if we were looking at, say, that student paper, his second point had to do with the positivity on the brain's performance as well as productivity. So that's what he would actually put, as his second point. So where can he prove that the brain is benefiting in this way, or this form of productivity is enhanced in research? So he would have to actually find citations. And then, of course, for the third one, you just do the same thing for the third point. When you get to the last part, here what you're thinking about is what holistically you can conclude about your topic. So, is it generally positive in one's life, negative, both? Why? That might be something you consider. You might also think about how do different fields of study appear to approach this topic similarly or differently. And of course, these are things that you can put in your conclusion, the answers to this question or these questions. Why should we care about this topic? So you might also note here why it's important that we really care about your topic and who's being affected, how, in what way, and why. I hope this video was useful, but as always, just reach out to me if you've got questions, and I hope you're all doing wonderful today. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.